Hi, everybody. Today is June 8th, and we're talking a little bit about affirmations. So, a week ago, I was watching a kind of a discussion interview between two teachers I know who I've spoken with before. And the topic was affirmations within the the domain of language learning, and yeah, it was a very interesting topic because it touches upon mindset, mindfulness, self-confidence, belief, kind of overcoming limiting beliefs, and trusting that things are possible. And I think it's really important to have more of an optimistic, positive mindset to carry something out, to like bring something into reality, such as language learning. It's something intangible, yet in my experience teaching exams, it's still intangible just to put a number on something, and it never gives a complete picture, but we have to have some belief that kind of we can overcome certain obstacles. We are more capable of doing things than we actually believe we are capable. And it's really important to have this belief that, yeah, it is possible. We can do it. Because the opposite, if we keep telling ourselves, this is too difficult, it's going to take too long, I'm not, smart enough, I'm not good enough. They're just like the scarcity mindset of I can't, or not enough this, not enough that, or I don't know enough this, I don't know that. That's just kind of setting ourselves up for defeat, and we won't be surprised if we end up failing, because we just kind of just the image that kind of comes to my mind is like we have a brand new garden with the soil, and we're watering it and we're setting it up, yet at the same time we're going to be starting to spray kind of poison on the ground. You could have a perfectly fertile garden. You give it the right soil, the right watering conditions, and it's not too hot, not too cold. You're keeping an eye on it. But if you're constantly spraying some kind of a pesticide, or some kind of a poison in the soil, you're going to ruin the whole thing. However much you try to kind of ignore that fact, if you're putting poison there, it's not going to work. So I think it's really important to kind of be conscious of potential negative thoughts and just don't let them dictate how things happen. It's one idea out of millions of ideas that we can have in our head. We don't have to pay attention to it. There are more positive thoughts that we should let kind of take root. Using this image of a garden, take root and let that grow, because yeah, why not? Why not believe that things are possible? What if it goes better than we imagine? I would much prefer to be in a situation where I was overly confident, not naive, but just kind of having a healthy dose of self-confidence to think like, yes, this is possible. I'm capable of doing this. I'd much prefer to have that mindset and fail, like, because fear of failure is not going to make things better. Just makes us a bit too self-conscious or self-aware. I think we need to lower that threshold a little bit and just kind of go about what we're doing without being like too judgmental or too sensitive to like, I did this, I did that. Kind of nervous and anxious about making any small mistakes or errors or fear of judgment on there. So, I mean, that's getting into a little bit further on like we actually did something and then there's a mistake. I think if we, before getting started, I think it's really important to have that thought process where, why don't I just trust myself that I can do this? Just give myself the benefit of the doubt that I can. Just go ahead and do it. And if there's a mistake, if there's a problem, if something falls apart or whatever, I mean, that's another situation to deal with, but at least getting started and believing that it's possible. I think it's really important to have that, which I think is that kind of foundation with this positive belief, affirmation, optimism, this kind of positivity to get you through, especially if you're in a situation where it's like things are not going well at the moment. Like if you just start in a neutral place and it's just like things could go this way, they could just kind of stay in the middle, or you could be going better. Why not aim towards the positive side? But if you're starting with a less than advantageous beginning, like you're in a dark place, it's you really need that positive thinking to get you out of a hole or to kind of get you through the other side of like a dark tunnel. Because if you just allow this like negative thinking, like negativity, pessimism, it's gonna just add more weight to pull you down, or trying to, like somebody just kind of covered in roots, kind of pulling them down. You need to get yourself back up to some kind of a neutral position. But in order to get there, you have to have a lot of this kind of positive thinking and like, yes, I can trust that. Like everything around me doesn't look good right now, but that doesn't mean that's eternal. It doesn't mean that's permanent. Like you might see a really dark sky with lots of clouds, but trust that, I don't know, in a day or two or something, that eventually the clouds pass by. I mean, they go away eventually. Like any difficult experience is temporal. It's not permanent. And it's really important to have that kind of belief system in place to trust. Yeah. So if you're in a neutral place, just go ahead and count on positivity to improve things. If you're in a really dark place, it's even more important to have this positivity and sense of like I can get through this. In time does help. Yeah. I've been there in the past couple years, and I can say that, yeah, I'm looking at it at a very nice blue sky today, literally, and it's not full of dark clouds, and my demeanor is much more optimistic and positive, and I have things that reflect that back in my life, and I think it's really important, this kind of positivity and these affirmations. I can do this. It is possible. I've been capable of things in the past. Trust that I can do them today. Trust that I can do them tomorrow. So, yeah. So I think affirmations are extremely important for language learning. A lot of people just start with the language concepts itself of just like grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and working on the different skills like reading, listening, speaking, writing. But in order for those things to really work, those are like little plants that we're trying to grow in a garden. But before those things start, you need to take a look at your garden. Like, are there weeds there? Are there negative thoughts? Are there limiting beliefs that are going to be just kind of ruining where you're getting started? So much better kind of prepare the ground, prepare where you're going to be growing those things. And because if as much as you want to put, these like new language, new skills, but if you're in an infertile soil, ground, area, garden, good luck. But yeah, it's not going to be fruitful. So yeah, it's really important to kind of do that foundational work first, and to address any of these negative thoughts and past experiences that might be kind of playing on a loop in your mind, and that's not going to help. So, anyway, hola a todos. Hoy es el 8 de junio. Estamos hablando de afirmaciones, y hace una semana yo estaba mirando una plática entre dos profesoras sobre este tema de afirmaciones, y estoy muy de acuerdo que son muy importantes porque afecta la fundación antes de empezar a aprender un idioma, y nuestros pensamientos, nuestras creencias juegan un papel muy importante en ese proceso, y si tenemos mucha negatividad o mucho pesimismo, pues no va a ayudar mucho. Va a ser contraproducente empezar mientras hay esas ideas. Y si esas ideas son muy enracinadas, va a ser más complicado, más difícil empezar. Porque no estamos empezando desde cero, estamos como empezando con unos puntos negativos, y tenemos que llegar a cero, a un lugar neutro para poder empezar después. Entonces yo creo que las afirmaciones son muy importantes para como confianza en sí misma, para fomentar como un movimiento, porque estamos como dejando como esa energía como negativa, pues va a ser más complicado, más difícil, porque tenemos que empujar contra esas ideas negativas. Y yo creo que si tenemos ideas positivas, estamos como empujando y con la corriente que nos ayuda. Esas son unas ideas que quiero expresar sobre este tema. Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui c'est le 8 juin. On parle un peu des affirmations. La semaine dernière, j'ai vu une conversation entre deux professeurs qui ont parlé de ce thème des affirmations. Et je crois que c'est très important de prendre en compte que les pensées que nous avons et les croyances peuvent jouer un très grand rôle dans l'apprentissage. Parce que si on commence avec une position négative et on a des pensées négatives qui sont constantes, ça va être beaucoup plus difficile de maintenir l'optimisme ou maintenir l'envie de travailler, l'envie de pratiquer ou la curiosité si on est vraiment négatif là-dessus de je peux pas, j'ai pas de temps, je suis pas assez fort, ben, on se laisse être défait très facilement. On voit ça aussi dans le sport parce que une fois que quelqu'un commence à céder aux démons qui sont dans la tête, c'est vraiment difficile de comment, comment revenir ok, non, concentre-toi, tu peux le faire, arrête d'être pessimiste, essaie de rester concentré. Euh, et les affirmations, je crois que ça aide avec de rester optimiste parce que si on se laisse être vaincu ou défait avant de commencer, c'est même pas la peine d'essayer. Ouais, donc les affirmations, c'est très important. Hallo an alle, heute ist der 8. Tag im Juni und es gibt eine Woche, habe ich eine Conversation zwischen zwei Professoren oder Lehrern gehört und sie haben darüber affirmations gesprochen und ich denke, es ist sehr sehr important, wichtig, ja, vielleicht. Und wenn möchten wir eine Fremdsprache zu lernen, wir müssen haben Optimismus für beginnen. Wenn denken wir, dass es gibt keine Möglichkeit, wir haben nicht enough. Ich erinnere mich nicht. Enough. Wenn denken wir, dass wir können es nicht oder es gibt nicht keine Möglichkeit oder es ist sehr, sehr schwierig und es ist sehr schwierig, beginnen eine Fremdsprache. Aber wenn denken wir, dass warum nicht? Wir können es zu tun und es gibt eine Möglichkeit und wir glauben, dass wir können es zu tun. Es ist besser, ich denke. Und ja, das sind alle für heute. Ciao a tutti, oggi è il giorno 8, parlo un po' di affirmazione perché la settimana una settimana fa ho ascoltato una conversazione con due professoresse e hanno parlato di affirmazione e penso che questo è molto importante per cominciare una lingua straniera perché se pensiamo che non possiamo fare questo o è molto difficile o e abbiamo questi pensamenti negativi, non aiutano molto. È più importante cominciare a pensare che tutto è possibile e possiamo fare molte cose. E per questo penso che le affermazioni sono molto importanti. Questo è tutto. Всем привет, сегодня восьмой день. Мы говорим о affirmations, потому что неделя назад я посмотрел разговор между два преподавательницы. Они говорили об этом, affirmations. И я согласен, я думаю, что это очень возможно, потому что когда мы начинаем учиться иностранные языки, если у нас есть thoughts, негативные, или у нас есть пессимизmus, я не знаю, как сказать это на русском, но когда мы имеем это не помогает, потому что мы думаем, что мы не можем делать это очень трудно, и когда мы думаем это, мы не хотим изучать, и мы видим, что как я подумал, я вижу, что я не могу делать это. Если мы думаем, что это можно, и мы можем делать это, и это не трудно, и у нас есть confidence, я думаю, что это лучше. И поэтому affirmations это очень возможно. Так, это все на сегодня. Большое спасибо, пока.